Hey you, what's up, and welcome to my corner of the internet. So before we get started, please like, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Help me out. Appreciate that. So now it's that time again where I tell you about an anime that I think this anime is criminally underrated, and I've made another video about it, and it has another season, and I watched it and I had a great freaking time, and I plan to tell you about it. So boom, obviously I'm talking about one of my favorite authors that has an anime in my top 10, and he is a legend. He's not really talked about as much because he's kind of down by the wayside and he's in Jump Squared, but his works last with me, and the aesthetic choices of a lot of his art I appreciate immensely. And so I'm just gonna call it the 4Bs because, you know, that's easier to say. And this is 12 episodes, and this is action, fantasy, urban fantasy. And if you've never heard of this anime, it is by the legendary author of Trigun and a great and incredible artist who has created another banger that came out in like 2017 with its second season of anime, and I watched it, and I want to offer you a question. What is the point of this anime? At first, I struggled trying to understand what I was going to talk about with this anime, but it hit me episode to episode. What this anime excels at is there's no real like overarching story. Now there are glimpses, there are little moments where it's brought about, and our main character, Leonardo Watch, has his personal family effects, some of his trauma with his eyes, which we are reintroduced to and we get a further understanding of. And we understand that Leonardo moved to this big city and he's trying to make a life. And it's reminiscent of a lot of the stories you get in the States of Americans moving from wherever they come from to New York City, looking for their dreams, looking for their hopes, and looking to self-actualize and have a different place in this world instead of the one that they were given. And when you get to that point, you enjoy that immensely. And that could have been the focal point of the story, but again, the story didn't really do that. The focal point of the story isn't about Leonardo Watch and him changing into whoever he wants to change into by moving to this new place. No, the story is actually about characters living their life in a world that affects them, and at times they affect it. I forgot which manga artist said it, and I'm probably misquoting the hell out of it, but if you make great characters, the story will come with it. And I think that's the difference, and very much so the point of Blood Blockade. Like, I think it's about our characters experiencing the world and being a part of it, having various episodes where we spend time with a character and we get a piece of their history, their story, maybe even their past, and it plays into the grand arching ethos of the entire anime is about people just being people. Now, the circumstances, the powers, the weirdness, that's kind of New York if you've ever visited. I have family there. I've been there on numerous occasions. One of my favorite museums are there. Like, I think this is an incredible anime because it's a level of storytelling that's dependent on people experiencing what the world has to offer. There's this very chill vibe. The music is very jazzy. It has sometimes this somber feel as the world goes on. Things are happening. Characters experience certain things. And some of the most deep felt stories within this anime don't necessarily even happen to our main character. It's some of the side characters that you experience in this anime that have you questioning, what does it mean to have memories? What does it mean to be abused and to deal with that trauma? And the exchanges that happen in life and how we feel as though we are not deserving and maybe we should suffer more. There's a lot of different things explored within these anime episodes that are incredibly thought-provoking. Like, this anime was not necessarily focused, but it gave me more insight into what is going on in different people's lives. A lot of this idea of Sonder and then being able to experience and be a person viewing that Sonder from afar, incredibly enjoyable. And I think that's what made this anime magical for me, was it all culminated into me feeling beautiful, me appreciating the life that I'm enjoying, me seeing different people's perspective and the joy and a lot of things that made characters like last. Like, if you ever wanted to learn how to write intriguing, interesting, and fun characters, this would be the anime for you. And it doesn't give you too much. It's not trying to tell you anything. You're just witnessing a story and you take from it what you enjoy. The soundtrack is beautiful, the animation is beautiful, even the Sakuga is incredible, and I love how it likes to tell a story and some of the coolness of it. This is riddled with the cool factor. No matter what, I think this author is clued in to how to make an intriguing story with great characters that matter. It can be sad, it can be depressing, it can be exciting, and it can also be incredibly sobering to watch a mirror, even though these are just anime characters in a fictional New York. It has something that's clued into the human experience. That's what this anime, I think, is the entire point of it, is the human experience is translatable no matter what. When you authentically look at your characters, you authentically look at the circumstances of where they are and how that interferes with them. So I think this author is able to capture human beings existing in the world. I have another anime that does this. There's various animes that do this, and Durarara does this incredibly. God, I'm forgetting a couple other names, but animes that tell us a story about a place and the people in it, and the place is much more of a character than even our main characters, but you will love it along the way, and it's incredibly enjoyable. It's incredibly atmospheric. You are thrust into a city where weird things are happening. You never know what's going to happen at every turn of the corner. It's incredibly intriguing and enjoyable. So if you've never watched this anime, please go check this out. This anime is now part of my top 10. I actually need to make a video about what my top 10 is nowadays, but that's a longer video for another time, and I can't wait to talk to you about it. Anyway, I appreciate you so much. Take care, be well, and you made it to summer. Congratulations.